There are 10 minutes left, and Jason hasn't touched his prawns.
I read in the box that they were ready to go, so I was under the assumption that they were already out of the shell, deveined and ready to go.
He already had his oil on from quite a while before, so it was hot. All he needed to do was salt and pepper them and deep fry them. I was worried.
Less than 5 minutes, guys. This is it. This is your apron on the line. Come on, push on.
I already got my corn puree in its squeeze bottle, and pretty much I start plating my dish.
I got them done. I just hope that they cooked enough and they came out all right.
Let's do this. There we go.
I throw my whole bowl of popcorn on the floor. I completely lost the plot right there and then.
Comes in it, just get it plated, chill, you've got everything else, get it done. It's just popcorn, go, 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 go on, off you go.
Annette is in a frantic panic, and it's just, for me, an absolutely emotional nightmare. And at this stage, myself and everybody else is thinking that her chances are ruined.
Oh.
Contestants, only 60 seconds left.
I was so busy, I was so hectic in the end, I didn't check his plate at all. But I've got a fairly good memory, and there was a bit of everything around every prawn, and I had a bit of everything around. It's not going to look exactly like his does.
Well done, guys.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop cooking. That's it.
I step away, I look down, I see my plates, I'm happy with what I've done. I've succeeded in finishing the challenge, and I just hope I've done enough.
That plate of food, I'm giving it to people that decide whether I'm going forward in this journey or not, and it just floors me.
Henry.
I thought it was a gallant effort. I thought the puree was a little bit under-seasoned. You were a bit short on all the garnish. You were a bit short on the puree, even on the chorizo and the popcorn. That's what you really miss in the sort of textural value of the dish.
Taran, with that puree, you needed to get a nice amount on the plate. What you've done a thin line through it. And then you've tried to pile the vegetables on top of the prawn so you can visibly see the sauce, which is incorrect. On the taste side, you needed that sauce to lift it because you have all those ingredients together. So there wasn't enough of the puree to lift the dish. Jason, how did this one go today?
Chef felt it went all right. Just hoping everything comes together and then it brings justice to Chef Henry's dish.
It looks nice, but you forgot to cut the prawns in half. That's one thing you've fallen down even before it started.
And it's quite a big issue. You've got 2 prawns instead of 1.5. Now, if you say, for example, sold 60 of these a day, that's 30 prawns. You've used more than you should have. It actually has quite a huge impact in running a restaurant.
Let's get stuck in. Henry, what did you think of that taste combination?
Very good indeed. You know, everything was seasoned, it was nicely balanced. Yeah, so it's very good, really.
For me, as far as I'm concerned, you've replicated the taste. Spot on. Sinette, you've got 4 plates that look virtually identical. You did it. You finished.
I finished, and I'm so proud of myself for doing that. After yesterday, I've actually thought, why am I here? Do I even belong here? And I do. I do.
What was the most difficult?
Everything. I honestly, on a whole, I'm fairly disorganized. I'm fairly random in my head. That's why I took time in reading the recipe, and even that didn't help.
Yeah.
And the time just ran away from me.
Henry, what do you think of the plates?
Did you put the prawns in milk first before you put them in the flour? Yeah, because we sort of, it looks like there's no sort of crumbing
Yes,
on
no, I
the
didn't do that.
The sweet corn puree is a little bit much on the plate.
Yes,
and I saw
yes,
you
there
did
is.
it freehand as opposed to the other
I didn't
two.
even have time to put it in the bowl. I mean, I plated that at 90 seconds to go, so there was no way. And so
Yeah, but the plates look similar, you know.
Let's have a taste and see how we go.
oh, man alive.
Henry, give us your impression.
There was a lot of puree on, which was too much in terms of the balance of the dish. However, on the flip side, the puree was actually a very nice puree, I thought, very smooth. I was sort of missing the tamarind dressing. Did anybody else?
It was over the top.
Was it?
I did put it over the top.
Yeah.
I did.
To me, I couldn't really get it.
Missing the
but-
sharpness.
Yeah.
You need that sharpness. You need that
Absolutely.
piquancy of the dressing, which I'm not getting. So it's not cutting the sweet corn.
I missed the crunch in the prawns. The puree was creamy, but it needed a bit of salt, just a bit of seasoning.
Benny, maybe that salt that you're missing was from that crust because it's a salt and pepper prawn.
Yeah, and
and it's, all that salt is on there. And I think it's come off.
Yeah. Also, if you had less puree, then the chorizo would be a bit more dominant, which is also salty.
Absolutely.
You're missing the salt.
That's
and,
it. But
and we're missing the tamarind.
I just couldn't get less of it on with the spoon.
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I think honestly, for the first time, it's sort of
Yeah.
that I had that moment.
You got it.
I got it.
Well, Sinette, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you, Sonny.
Thank you, Chef.
Maybe there's enough of the other elements and enough skill that I've showed. Maybe that can get me through. There is always a chance.
This was a pressure test, and someone is going home.
I want to cook and live to cook another day. I really do.
I want to be here, I want this. I don't want to go home. I haven't done what I came here to do.
The person leaving the MasterChef kitchen is... Sinette.